man, it's your boy Jay, bring back another video, bro. Now, this video we finna be reacting to the real Pop Smoke documentary. Now, before we get to the video, if y'all new here, hit that sub and like button and turn on the post notifications so y'all get noticed every time I post a new banger, bro. But without further ado, let's get into it, bro. She like the what up, bro. She like the what up, Mary. Baby Jane.
Hey, it's 523. I need an ambulance right now.
It's almost like a movie. Man, RP. Dang, bro. I still don't understand how his friends not get hit. It's crazy to me. Five of them got arrested. Based on a true story. Bro, it's almost like a movie though. Let's get into it.
Rashard Jackson was born on July 20th, 1999, in Brooklyn, New York, to a Jamaican mother and Panamanian father. He gained a taste for music early on as his mother sang in the choir and his father played conga drums. He stated where he's from, there's only 3 options of making it out: become a rapper, a ball player, or a drug dealer. It just so happened he would experience all 3 of these. In middle school, he would be expelled from school for bringing a gun in his backpack, marking the beginning of the rough teenage years which would inevitably lead him to joining the Crips and Woos. But this doesn't mean he didn't try sports as a way out first though. When he was 15, he got a scholarship to Rock Top Academy in Philly, but was forced to leave his hoop dreams after a doctor's visit showed he had a heart murmur. In his own words, "You like nice things, you gotta do things."
So he would have hooped if he wouldn't have. If that wouldn't have happened, he would have hooped.
Again, where he had his first taste of the finer things in life. By the age of 16, he had made enough money to buy himself a 5 Series BMW. Even though this was years later, he eventually was charged for bringing the weapon to school and placed on 2 years probation and house arrest. This forced him to focus on school. He says this is the only reason why he graduated. One night when he was hanging out with his friends, they all decided to go to a music studio, where his acquaintance Jay Guapo was recording that night. After a few hours of Jay Guapo recording, he ended up falling asleep in the studio. With the studio time already being paid, he decided to hop on the microphone. Having never rapped seriously before, he went to YouTube and pulled up beats. He recorded Money, Power,
He was
Respect,
just playing around.
and the very next day everyone on his block was showing love to his song. He knew then he might have a chance of making it out of the streets. With his whole hood behind him, he knew he needed to drop some more music. He went back to YouTube wanting more beats from the same person. The producer's name was 808 Mello, and he was actually a UK drill producer. He continued to take beats from 808 Mello's YouTube and recorded a few songs, each one getting more popular.
Said, let me go back to his page.
Yeah.
See what else he got.
Okay, he messed with the UK drill beats. Look, a lot of people that rap that's from New York use them UK drill beats, bro.
But his friends would shorten that to just Pop. And the Smoke part was part of his street name.
Pop Smoke.
After dropping his single Meet the Woo, it would get 100,000 views its first day. This changed everything. His music would catch the attention of a producer named Rico Beats. Rico Beats was good friends with Steven Victor, who had just launched his own label, Victor Worldwide, and was looking for new artists to sign.
Okay.
Steven reached out to Pop Smoke and later that week. Office. It was in this office that Pop Smoke not only signed his first deal, but he and Steven would come up with a game plan of how he was going to change the game forever. While they met, Pop showed Steven he had talent far outside of the drill music he had been putting online. He could actually sing too, and he was pretty good at it. Steven told Pop he wanted him to drop a few tapes.
So he can make other songs besides drill, right?
And after if he was patient, they would debut his album, showcasing his drill and his more marketable singing side. While this is going on, 808 Mello is in the UK watching Pop gain a bigger and bigger buzz off his beats, without paying him. He reached out to Pop Smoke for payments of his now pretty popular songs, but instead of getting money, Pop offered to fly him out to New York and work in-house on his upcoming mixtape, Meet the Woo. Just before dropping his tape, he released his single titled Welcome to the Party, and his life changed forever. The song went crazy, and he was no longer a struggling local artist. The whole state of New York knew who he was. With his name circulating the streets, they knew it was time to drop his debut tape. On July 26, 2019, Meet the Woo Volume 1 officially dropped. Dior would peak at number 22 on the Billboard
Cousin
album
Dior,
chart,
Dior.
and would later go
She like the
platinum,
water
taking
that
his
move.
career to the next level. After the release of this tape, Pop began to break into the mainstream, getting co-signs from multiple major artists. With the success of his tape, he was finally starting to sell out bigger shows too. Even Travis Scott invited him to perform on his Astro World Tour.
Hey, that's
But the
big,
music
bro.
wasn't
Travis
just
Scott.
popular in the United States. Because 808 Mellow and Pop Smoke's music bridged the gap
it's
between
30.
UK drill and New York, even people overseas were catching wind of the music and wanted to hear more after the
Maybe
UK
welcome
rapper
to the
Skepta
pod.
remixed Welcome to the Party. This was a huge moment because Skepta is known for being one of the biggest drill artists in the UK, and this would bring more attention to Pop's music. Ultimately, the popular DJ Semtex would invite Pop to come perform overseas, despite promoters being skeptical due to him only having a few songs out. It didn't matter though, he was already becoming a superstar, selling out every show in the UK. The UK embraced him like no American rapper before. He was the only one to bring the UK drill sound to the United States and do it successfully.
Hey,
After
that's
returning
crazy.
home and enjoying the
I don't
business
think
in
people knew. I didn't even know that. I
2014,
don't think other people knew that though. He was the
hyping
first
up his coming tape,
to
Meet the Woo
bring the
2.
UK beats
In
to the
January,
United
he
States.
attended a Louis Vuitton fashion show in
That's
Paris.
fire.
But on his trip back to New York, the FBI was waiting for him and arrested him. He was held for allegedly stealing a Rolls-Royce Wraith valued at $375,000 from a home in Los Angeles. He was later released on $250,000 bond, but prohibited from traveling outside the United States without permission. This led to 50 Cent, who had been watching Pop from a distance, to call a meeting with Pop and Steven. 50 led the meeting by warning him he didn't need to be doing these things anymore. He told him to watch his friends and the company he keeps, because they're waiting for you to fuck up.
That's
They
a
aren't really
fact,
your
bruh.
friends. 50 would tell him to
They
follow
wanna. They
his
don't want to
guidance.
see you win.
He could get anyone on the phone, he said. He could get him in movies, TV shows, but if you continue down that path, you're gonna end up dead or in jail. This conversation changed the way Pop Smoke looked at everything. He realized he didn't need to do that street stuff anymore. He could really make a living off music.
Right, bro. You
On
getting money
February
now.
7, 2020, he dropped Meet the Woo Volume 2, and it debuted at number 7,
Number
giving him his very
7.
first top 10 with less than 1 year in the game.
His second
Everything
album.
was going unbelievably well for him. Him and his entourage booked an expensive Airbnb and a flight to Los Angeles to celebrate. He was partying and going on shopping sprees, and uploaded multiple photos and videos online. One of the videos uploaded accidentally included the address he and his friends were staying at.
Bruh.
This would catch the attention of 4 members from Hoover, who would break into the house on February 19th and shoot him multiple times and attempt to rob him. Initially speculation that it was an inside job from one of
But
Pop's
his motive
friends
and rapper
circulated,
personal skill.
or that the owner of the
Personal.
Rolls Royce he had stolen was responsible, but these theories were quickly debunked. Friends and neighbors were interviewed, but very little information was given out, quickly leaving his family and fans to believe the killers may actually get away with this. Stephen Victor took to social media to let everyone know that justice will be served. He was right, and in July 2020, the LAPD arrested 5 suspects for Pop Smoke's murder. The LAPD went public, letting everyone know they had to solve this the old-fashioned
They didn't arrest 5
going
people?
door to door asking neighbors of the suspects if they had heard anything. Ultimately, footage from nearby houses and businesses traced the killers back to Hoover.
Y'all dumb for not
It's
wearing
still
masks.
believed that the leaked address on social
But he
media
looked right at the
was
camera.
promoted behind the robbery.
I'm not saying that
online.
like, you
Meanwhile,
know,
the investigation was
but,
going
like,
on. 50 Cent had reached out to Steven.
that was
telling him
planned
he wanted to
horribly.
executive
They didn't
produce
care at
Pop
all.
Smoke's
They
Most
just
Almost album. Steven, who had stated he didn't want to put any of Pop's music out due to being sad just hearing his voice, ended up allowing 50 Cent to help create a project Pop would have been proud of, so his family could benefit from it. 50 started reaching out to multiple artists and started filling open verses on unfinished songs. On July 3rd, 2020, Pop Smoke's debut album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, was
Yes,
released, and
sir.
it debuted at number 1, with 251,000 copies being sold
Yes,
its first
sir.
week. With the number 1 album and his killers behind bars possibly facing a death penalty,
that was for.
it felt like a small win in the right
Oh,
direction.
they got death
But
penalty?
the truth is, none of this needed to happen. He was
Hey,
only
that's
20
good
years
that they
old,
found his
under a
killers,
year in
bro.
mainstream rap, and he had already managed to create a whole new
R.I.P.,
sound.
bro.
Although he's gone, his music will
He
live
was
forever.
literally he was blowing up, bro. That song, bro. Yeah, bro, that's gonna do it for that. That's gonna cap it off for this video, bro. If y'all haven't, hit that sub button and like button, man. Comment down below more reaction videos I should do. But if y'all enjoyed, hit that sub. And I'm out.
Let us in so we had kicked the door. Reminisce about them days when I slept on the floor. I wouldn't have it any other way, cause then my dogs for sure. People on how to